Hey everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Metaphor. What is happening? What is currently true? It's kind of easy to lose track. I think Rella is now evil, and we're supposed to pursue her. Louise has become our best friend, and no, wait, he's also still our enemy, actually. We can fly. We're currently flying, in fact. I wonder if we will be allowed to exit. Maybe not now, really. Lame. Reinforced steel on top of thick glass. It doesn't appear to be easily breakable. That's all you have to say? I was more interested in the view. Watchtower? Maybe not now. She flew! She finally flew! She's a skyrunner now! Woo! I can still feel that moment where the ground dropped out from under us. There's nowhere we can go now. Nowhere. Even that Mage Academy's not... Huh? There's nowhere we can't go now. That makes a lot more sense. Even that Mage Academy's not out of our reach. I'll fly you to the ends of the world and back. I wonder. I mean, shouldn't this... I guess it still takes some amount of time to travel anywhere, but shouldn't literally any overland travel, or, well, air travel at this point, be so much faster than it used to be? I wonder how that's going to affect, you know, future exploration. Rella said it was the graveyard of Sanctism's sins. Speaking of the Mage Academy, as I believe you know, Fota abolished it, claiming they were doing dangerous research. Though abolish is rather a nicer way, a nicer word than they deserve. It's more like he flexed the state and monk armies to all but raise the place. I'd heard rumors it didn't go peacefully. His Majesty himself sponsored its construction, but in the end, even that frayed and all its works, its books, were banned by the Church. I imagine the Church saw it as a threat. They couldn't have people studying the history of magic and the origin of their magic igniters. The land where they destroyed the truth to protect their lies. That must be the sin of Sanctism. Well, yes, unless there's something even more sinister going on. By the way, we do have a new entry here. The Royal Magic Protection rescinded. Dracodios, which has the power to break through the Royal Protective Magic, was obtained by the top-ranking candidate Louise. With this development, the former king realized that the protective magic no longer served a purpose and lifted it altogether. I mean, okay, is that why he lifted it? Because he didn't acknowledge that fact specifically or mention anything of the sort. He just said, oh, you want to fight? Okay, fine. Fight then. Kill yourself. Kill each other, rather. Or yourselves, I guess. I don't know if... Was suicide covered by the magic before? I guess we never knew. We never got a chance to learn. As a result, it has become possible to use force in the fight for the throne. Though Louise is no longer protected, it is necessary to remember that Atantuo isn't either. Oh no. I'm not immortal anymore? Well, I was never immortal to begin with, so that's fine. Something else, right. Just gonna take a look at the latest chapter here, just to see. At Louise's call, the late King's Monolith unravels its magic, allowing violence between candidates. With all eyes on Louise and Rella, the boy reveals their gambit, declaring himself the true prince. Oh yeah, right. Rella obviously just outright knows it's not true. Louise basically knows. I mean, he knows. Technically, he can't be 100% sure, but obviously he saw right through that ridiculous lie. But he plays along for now, at least. And somehow we convinced the general public, and we're just officially the prince now. Telling sweet lies of salvation to ensorcel the gathered faithful, Rella reveals that it was she who cursed the prince. She will confront them where the failures of Sanctism lay buried. Right. Huh. I mean, it does make it seem like she's just going to be the boss at the end of the Magic Academy dungeon, and we're just going to deal with her? Is that really going to be the end of her story, though? Or, I mean, maybe we're not going to be forced to kill her. Maybe there's going to be another reveal. I wouldn't be too surprised in this case if it turns out that she wasn't just evil all along and just showed her true face, but something is making her... Like, there was a very sudden change in her entire attitude and behavior, right? Obviously. She was so, you know, meek, friendly, and what's the word I'm looking for? Empathetic, I guess. and then suddenly that all turned completely on its head. I don't know. I mean, either she was just playing an act before, or there's something more going on, and she never did mean to curse the prince in the first place, and I don't know, maybe somehow the council is controlling her after all. We will find out, I suppose, once we confront her in the academy, but yeah, I don't know if it's going to end with us killing her, and then that's that, and then we have to just deal with Louise, or if we're somehow going to save Rella, and she's going to become an ally, or, you know, we'll see. Again, it's kind of pointless to speculate, and whatever I speculate will be proven wrong before too long. This is obviously going to be Basilia. I still can't believe my own sister was behind the prince's attempted murder. I knew she was hiding something, but this... I'm alright. I'm prepared to face my sister. We head to the Mage Academy.
Damn it all.
To think it was not Louise, but Rella who escaped my blade that fateful day. Should Rella truly be the one who cast the curse, there is but a singular course available to us. Indeed. When Louise appeared and we all looked to His Majesty in the sky, did you notice anything different? The Sanctifex's face was no longer present in his right eye. Louise is in first place, and even though she never formally announced her candidacy, Rella is in second. It seems many Sanctists wish for her to succeed in the throne. It's hard to reconcile how someone so adored could have such terrifying magla, much less curse the prince. Strange as it is to say, I'm worried about her. I think we should pursue her before it's too late. Yeah, see, that's kind of suggesting to me that maybe she is also a victim here. I still struggle to believe it, that Rella, of all people, might have a hand in the prince's fall. Still, I have to hold on to hope that it's some mistake or misunderstanding, for Juna's sake. Yeah, if nothing else. Well, let's go pee. Maybe that's gonna help.
Right.
No lockup.
Well
Come
then.
on. Interesting. How Gallica was actually behind the door, inside the washroom. Well, until she just faced through the door, which was, well, a bit awkward.
What's this?
Mellow milk, fragrance spice. Is that the exact same thing I got last time? Lame. Go ahead, Basilia. You kind of blend in.
No way.
Truth is, I'm still struggling to believe that Lady Rella's the one who tried to assassinate the prince. She wouldn't hurt a soul. Yeah, so everyone thought. But back then, there was a cold in her eyes that chilled me to the bone. What's the truth here? That is the big question. Do we... Wait. Oh, we should be able to use... Oh, right. Using flour, of course. Could be cooking. Well, technically I could cook something,
Let's
but... maybe later, I suppose. What am I supposed to do? Plot the course, I suppose. I mean, we're technically moving, because I guess if we weren't moving, we would just plummet to the ground. But we're not technically going anywhere currently.
Check the map. Let's aim for the Royal Academy ruins.
Right. And there's someone in Alderbury, right? Where I suppose... Wait, they're not?
These
Oh.
are the Royal Academy ruins, huh? Rella's waiting for us there. Let's hurry.
I guess I must have misunderstood something. I thought the academy used to be in Alderbury, or, well, somewhere extremely nearby, but that is anything but nearby. Alright. Okay, we got some landmarks around here. Nothing south of Alderbury
Here's
for
where
now.
we are now.
Is there anything else?
Hold on.
Well, nothing new, I guess, would be
This
popping up.
place here.
You got snowy weather.
Here.
Makes sense. Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
Royal Academy Ruins, once the kingdom's finest magic research institution, the Crown Theocracy claiming the academy was performing dangerous work sent the military to subdue it. Now it lies in ruins.
Here.
Gotcha. No new information there, of course. Roger that. Setting course for the Royal Academy Ruins. We're risking it a bit going through the mountains in their dodgy weather, but what choice do we have, eh? Strap yourselves in.
Great. Let's move out.
Okay, here we go. Don't forget, stay alert till we get there. 1 day. Okay.
I say.
already seem preposterous on the map, but they really built this old academy as deep in the mountains as they could shove it.
Amazing. It's all so beautiful. But for some reason, I can't stop shaking.
It's what they call too sodden cold. Ugh, I wasn't made for chill like this.
The wintry peaks of Montario are harsh. The first snowfall is bound to make it even harder to reach the base from our position.
Why build the blasted thing here of all places?
I don't know much about it myself, but I have heard rumors that there's a dragon among these mountains.
Okay, and that was a reason to build the academy near it, or was the dragon somehow involved even?
A dragon? You mean like our dragon god?
You saw how the dragon god turned into immaterial magla to be absorbed by the lamps, right? Dragons may look like monsters, but they're not true flesh and blood creatures. They're testaments to a lost world. That's why the academy's here, I heard. To study them.
Okay. Sure, I mean, study them, but the dragons also tend to be a bit dangerous to be near, so that was a bold move, perhaps?
But of course, that's all in the past now.
Why is Rella with the Sanctus Church, anyway? If they tore apart a place she held dear, you'd think she'd carry some kind of grudge against them.
Tis not unlike my own plight, I feel. One might call it a family curse.
My family, the Cygnus family, holds great esteem, to the church especially. We've held high sanctified titles for generations, and as eldest child, Rella can't reject them.
How did all that obligation weigh on her? Was she so determined to uphold it that she'd kill at their command?
She wouldn't. We better hear it from her.
I feel it. I can sense an aura of Magla all the way from here. There's a strong disturbance like I've never felt before.
Gotta be here. Here we go. We're finally closing in.
The game did tell me to prepare for battle, so I guess
The
we'll see.
Royal Mage Academy ruins. The once proud school's dignity is long stripped by frigid wind, its frozen spires piercing the wintry clouds. The gauntlet runner lands at the foot of the mountains, blemishing the pristine snow with fresh tracks. In silent certainty, they know Rella awaits them, the weathered corpse of a scholar's home at her back.
So that's the former Mage Academy.
Oh, and there she is.
I've been waiting for you. Little more needs to be said. We are here to save His Highness. And to do that...
Sister! At least tell me, why did you have a hand in the assassination? Did I ever really know you?
How like you to be self-centered even now, Juna. In the end, you're no daughter of House Cygnus.
Wow. I mean, it wouldn't make sense if this were somehow some sort of doppelganger, right? Oh, I don't know. I can't tell what it is quite yet, but obviously, like, the real Rella wouldn't say such a thing, right?
You're an orphan. Another acquisition of House Cygnus, picked up on a whim. A tokenized game piece on their board to illustrate their noble contributions to society. You thought you and I were close? You believed you understood your big sister?
I see. I understand now, Rella. You're right. And I was wrong. I am Giovanni Cygnus, and my life is my own. So is my heart. I've always believed in you, and I'm not going to stop now. You would never kill someone just because Forden asked you to. Never!
Okay, interesting.
What are you saying? Forden lies dead, yet the curse is unbroken. Is that not proof enough?
Her mask
Can you deny
crumbles.
it, Your Highness?
it's gotta be like that the council is listening to everything she says and she has to play along, right?
You had your reasons, I assume?
I honestly can't see it either. Anyone aiming to kill a royal is risking their life for a cause. But what would a 12-year-old girl be willing to die for?
Well, yeah, it couldn't have been her plan, obviously.
If Saint Rella's willing to die for something, no mistake, it'd be you, Lady Juna.
Huh? For me? Why?
Delusions.
Sister. What? You are protecting me. From what? Even if that's all true, why did you bother summoning us here?
Because we need to get rid of the corrupted dragon that's sitting in the academy, of course.
The King's Rock marks you at second place. All the Sanctus faithful have put their trust in you, even after the death of the Santafex shook their hearts. Had you only gone into hiding to prepare for the battle against Luis, no one, not even us, would have been able to get to you. Yet...
You want to know why I've summoned you here? A question burns in me, and I will have my answer. Whoever defeats Luis will surely win the throne. But can you save those who remain of the Sanctus flock? The weak, whom Luis would see culled? This world already rejects many for their weakness. With nowhere to turn, they seek comfort in faith. If you would sacrifice them for freedom, you're no better than Luis.
I intend to look after them.
I intend to look after them.
Well, words alone prove nothing. To be king is to wield strength, even to save the foolish and the abandoned. Whoever you really are, until I know you can be a true king, I refuse to die.
Such an aura. This must be...
Yes. Behold a divine relic, once wielded in war and then sealed in the Frostlands. A weapon of draconic command, just like the lance of your islands. Dragons are manifested avatars of mortal fear. Fear of nature, fear of the untamed. That is the source of their power. If you would be king, show me you can conquer it.
Okay, summon a frost dragon for me to fight. That's fine, we have plenty of fire.
Sogne, dragon god of the Ice Valley. Show me now the power that ended the ancient world.
Okay.
If you would make this a country where it is no sin to be weak or ignorant, you need strength to shape it. Let us prove that strength here.
Rella!
Then let's go. If you're gonna put your life on the line for this, then it's only right we do the same.
Come, Sogne of the Ice Valley. Come, O Pillar of the 5 Chromatic Dragons, harbingers of earthly war. Heed my call, and unleash your fury once again before us!
We've got no choice! Let's fight
Well,
back, everyone!
You don't actually have fire, I mean... Okay, we're just fighting the dragon. Rella's just there, but can't be targeted, it looks like. There is apparently something to steal, so should I just go for that immediately? Wait. Could steal. Well, unfortunately, you know what that means.
We've got no choice! Let's fight back, everyone!
Oh, come on.
We've got no choice! Let's fight back, everyone!
Dragonblood sap. Okay, that's something I'm probably never going to use. Although... Fully restores HP and MP of one ally. I mean, that's really, really good. Maybe I'm gonna use him. Fiery Strike. Surely that's gonna be effective, right? It is the weakness. You can summon Gargoyle. Nice.
Are you strong enough to
Synthesis.
protect the weak?
Okay, that's fine, but I did give you Fiery Strike, thankfully. So we can hit that.
Sogne, show them
Synthesis can
strength.
And you can hit it with Power Thrust to... Ooh, nice crit. Guess I should have started with that one, but then, of course, it might not have crit, so... There was no way of knowing. And you can't hit fire. I wonder if... I should have checked... I should have checked... Yufa's synthesis attacks. So for now, we're just gonna hit... Well, I can still do that, of course. Ah, it's nothing elemental at all. It's all physical. Alright. Well then. Some more of this. 934, and the dragon is already half dead. Okay, it hits pretty hard. A quartz wall. Barrier against elemental damage. Wow, that's so much damage. Yikes. Huh. Oh, it's outright immune to all elemental damage. That's kind of annoying. If only we had something to break that. Wait, unless we do. Do we? Where would that be? Here. Wasn't it? Matter break. But is it just Tetrakarn though? Wait. I mean, it's worth trying, right? Oh, no effect. Interesting. So that's... The first time I was prepared to use this kind of thing, and they make it not the usual Tetrakarn or Makarakarn spell, but some unique ability that's not effective. Really? Okay, fine. I guess in that case we're just going to... charge.
Are you strong enough to protect the weak?
You can power thrust again.
Sogne,
It's not like we're not dealing good damage either way. Heavy physical slash damage. Slike. Half slash, half strike. That's decent.
You claim such
You unfortunately
power,
cannot do anything,
then
but
I will test it.
you can pass your attack on and you can see the slash strike in action for 993.
It comes to
Not
this.
too bad. Attack rose. Maybe I should have tried healing, actually. Oh, but he missed an attack. We got lucky. Otherwise, another tail swipe could have killed Yufa. Would have killed Yufa, in fact. Everyone else would have survived, but that... yeah. Would have been annoying, of course. Well... Wait, is he still protected, actually? Yes. Well then, GG. 833.
There truly is a
Or
gulf
phase
between
2.
us. You are more the warrior than I, as expected. So be it. What I lack in experience, I shall give with my life.
Really? She's just going to sacrifice herself? Just kill herself to break the curse for us and make it so that we don't have to kill her? Because obviously she is not actually evil?
Sister! Sogne, I give unto you all that I am!
She gave the last
Wait.
of her magic to the dragon?
Wait.
Why go that far?
Uh-oh. Oh, but its resistances are completely different now? No, wait, it's just reset. And we don't know what the item is. So it has a new drop as well. Fascinating. Can you heal? Can you do anything? That's not gonna cut it. Wow, we're also... Wait, why do we have only 2 turn icons? That's kind of bad. You can do this. You can... You have to heal everybody. 200 HP to everybody? I mean, that's pretty good. That should keep us alive for a round. Try stealing again? Nothing more to steal. Oh, really? Why did it... Attack rose dramatically. Kinda hate that. And our buffs have run out. Which is not ideal. Actually, well, I mean, what we can always do is Fiery Strike first and then Medica. Probably what we should do. But I would also really like to debuff this guy. May inflict burn, that would be really nice if it could. But no such luck. Okay, buddy. Let's not press any wrong buttons. Switch teammates. We are actually going to switch out you for Stroll. Yeah, I guess it just doesn't update the spoils, even if you steal something. So, that's on me. I guess technically, you're not gonna be that useful. Well, the power thrust is definitely helping. I'm just gonna go with that. A nice crit helps quite a bit as well. Right, you will go with Medica to make sure that hopefully we're not gonna die. This is really good healing, so that's nice. And we can summon Gargoyle again. And then hopefully Stroll should get the next turn, right? And we can do something like... just, he can hit Flame Vanguard. No. Formation of Vigor. No. So we cannot debuff the boss directly, but we can improve all of our defense by a lot. And you can... Maybe you can just use an item of some sort. Do we have a debuff? Decrease attack for one enemy. Perfect. And now we should definitely be fine, right? It's a weakness, unfortunately. Okay, but the physical attacks do nothing. And he buffed himself again. I mean, honestly, as long as we can keep our own defense buffed, that's fine. I obviously don't remember what the frozen status means. Atento is immune to it though, so that's good. And of course this guy is already... This guy or girl? Sogne? I don't know. Is already half dead. We're going to put you in the front row. With a Fiery Strike. I guess it was actually Rella's spell that gave the dragon magic resistance before, so we should not have to worry about that. Okay. And we could do this. Might as well boost everyone's attack. Reduce the attack further for the dragon. Put you back in the back row where you belong. Hit Summon Gargoyle again. And medium magic fire damage. So that should... For that, it should not actually matter what row you're in, so... I guess we just Flame Vanguard? Not amazing damage, but it's fine. Let's see here. Why are we dealing such kind of bad damage? Is that the frozen effect, actually? That probably just reduces stats or something. Yeah, I mean, that would make sense. It's probably not super worth it. Yeah, 100 damage. But again, we should survive whatever comes. Okay, that was more damage than last time. But we're alive and we should... Oh, what? Wait. Why did he get another attack? Oh, that's so stupid. I was looking at the turn icons and seemed like he was done, but of course... Where did I go wrong? Why did we take... Did we take so much more damage due to the frost? I guess I should have probably dealt with that in hindsight. Well... Yeah, I should have somehow removed that debuff. Because even the people in the back row... Well, I guess it's Yufa in the back row, who didn't have a lot of hit points. But... I mean, we did have 2 stages of defense. The dragon does have 3 stages of attack power, so... Maybe I should have debuffed him again. Actually, I didn't even consider that. Probably should have done that. Which would have... Probably also... Which would have first reduced the damage we took a little bit. And then probably also would have caused him to buff his attack power again. Because it seems like the AI is probably set to try and get that as high as possible. So that was unfortunate. Do I start resurrecting in combat now? And is struggling to hold on here? That seems... Actually, that's not gonna work. I can only survive. Can only revive a single person. And obviously, Stroll is about to die as well. So unfortunately, I'm gonna have to retry. Is it gonna retry from the start? Yes. Okay. Well, that's fine. If we could land a critical power thrust, that would be amazing. No such luck, though, of course.
You claim such power, then
No
I will
such luck.
test it.
At least the first phase is easy enough.
Sogne, show them strength.
I guess I'll try stealing sometime later.
You claim such power, then I will test it.
Over 1,000 damage. Not too bad. Yeah, I guess because we had an extra
Underestimate a dragon at your peril.
defense reduction here. Right. Yeah, it's definitely important to get a lot of damage in. Wow.
It comes
that hurt.
to this.
Debuff effects removed, okay. Okay, that's rough. We're also once again frostbitten. Actually, we're much worse off than we were the first time around. Yikes. Yeah, but it's still probably a good idea to try and get as much damage in before he becomes immune to his weakness as we possibly can. So in that regard, it was still fine. Of course, we have Medica to heal. Question is, do we still need you, or did we ever need you in the first place? I mean, you can deal good damage. Honestly, for now you can stay here and do this. Right, here we're too weak to do that. You can try and steal. Okay. Get that out of the way, at least I don't have to worry about that anymore. Or ever. Probably should have put everyone in the back row. Wait, it's her turn now. God, who's gonna be next? Wait. Uh-oh. That's kind of important. It's... I mean, it can't be Heisme. And Atantu's turn was right before hers, right? So it has to be Basilio again. Well, let's... I guess I could just take the damage. On the first attempt we weren't all frozen in the first round, or in the first phase of the fight. So I don't know how bad this is going to be. Right, but I can't summon Gargoyle now, so... I'm gonna try switching out Basilio... Oh. Cannot switch while affected with Frostbite. Cool. In that case, never mind. Then... I mean, we probably have something that can just cure everybody, right? Or is it... Or do we, actually? Cure status elements for all allies. We do have that, but I'm pretty sure we don't have access to this, or else I would have bought a couple. Or a lot. Only being able to cure one person at a time is obviously rough. Wow, the heavy debuff on everyone, that's just insane. Because this was such a... This was so much worse. Sure, buff him.
It comes to this.
He's just going to completely wreck us here. Oh, that was a single target and she's dead.
It comes to this.
That's one way to get rid of Frostbite. Dang. Well, how could everything go so much more poorly? Was that really just bad luck? I mean, I guess, yeah. Getting frostbitten in the first round. And... something else? What else happened? I don't know. There was something else different that I don't think was my fault. At least the debuff is going to... Oh yeah, we were debuffed, of course. Like, that also didn't happen. Okay. I'm gonna try to salvage this, I guess, but it's rough. Balm of Life. Great. Oh, we got this. Yeah, honestly, it's fine because we need to heal anyway. So just use one of those. And, I mean, honestly, you're not really going to be that useful here. Well, except Power Thrust is obviously going to help. We really need a way to remove the dragon's attack power, though. So that's kind of what's killing us here. Also, the debuff would be nice to remove. But you cannot switch yourself out. Ugh, it's a mess. I think we need to focus on trying to heal everybody first. And hope that we don't get frozen immediately again.
Are you strong enough to protect the weak?
I thought so, until recently, but this fight is making me second guess, honestly. And that's that. And they're just frozen. Okay, it's just guaranteed to freeze everybody who's not immune? That's insane. I can make everybody immune.
Take this!
But of course the game does not give me the option. Yeah, you know what, I'm just gonna... It's fine, we're just gonna die and reload and have to change equipment and go through the cutscenes again. It doesn't make any sense to me that the game does not just outright provide a way to restart a fight. When it can make such an incredible difference, you know, whether you can hit an enemy's weakness or not, whether you can cover your own weaknesses. And yet it's so awkward to actually adjust things accordingly. I mean, you have all the options, you just cannot do it once you're in the actual fight and see what you need to change. It's so strange. Restart from autosave. Yes, I guess. Ah, that's after showering? No, after getting the food. Hey, did we talk to you?
No way.
Okay. Well, let's see here. So we don't want to be weak to frost mostly, and we also... Oh boy, what do we want to do? I mean, I guess it makes more sense to have Stroll rather than Basilio. Stroll has a fire attack to use, but he also can buff everybody. That seems really useful. Tanto obviously is helpful. He can heal and he can use fire and hit strong with strong physical attacks, so that's perfect. I guess we don't absolutely need to steal in this fight, but Heismei's defense reduction attack is also nice and he just hits pretty hard. Yufa can obviously cast a Fire Dragon, the Gargoyle spell, which is good. She's kind of useless once the dragon becomes immune to magic, and she's kind of squishy, unfortunately. Yeah, 399. It's not a lot of health. I don't know, I guess I could put Basilia in the party instead, who can also hit hard and is a lot more robust than Yufa. Maybe that makes more sense here. Well then, next, equipment. You're immune, so you don't need anything. Gleaming Crystal, all stats was 4. I mean, that's nice, but... Pocket Heater. Why do we only have one of these? Excuse me? Didn't I buy things to protect from literally any status effect? At least 4 times, so I could actually use those. Maybe we just hadn't seen these? Crap, maybe they were available in Altabury and I just missed my chance. That is most unfortunate. So we only have one of those. We might have like maybe another piece of equipment somewhere that also protects from frostbite. Wait. No, we have this equipment. That's why we're immune in the first place. Okay. So who needs it the most? I suppose at this point it really doesn't matter. Also, the annoying part about this is of course that I'm gonna have to remember what everyone was using. So he has the Gleaming Crystal now. I'm gonna, I guess, try to switch that back afterwards. I hate those kinds of things. Having to try and keep track of that. But it's what it is. I mean, this one would be nice to keep, but if we can... Well, maybe we don't really have a whole lot of options as far as resistances go. Did I look through all of the possible items? We do have some protective stuff, but we need to protect from the opposite of burn, unfortunately. Yeah, well... so much for that. And then, of course, there's the next issue of weakness. Well, he's not weak to ice. Who is, though? I guess it was her? Yeah, okay, so that's already one less problem. You are weak to ice, though. That kind of sucks, because I would really like you to be in this particular archetype. You're not weak to ice. What do we do about Heismay? I guess I could just not use him. And have... But, I mean, I guess I would like to use Yufa instead, but obviously that's not... That doesn't solve the problem at all. Could always go with Hulkenberg, who actually resists frost. And she does have a fire attack. And she's pretty tanky, even in her mage form, of course. I suppose we could always do that. Maybe we'll just do that and we're just not gonna steal. I don't know. Well, I guess we'll give that a try. Unfortunately, I was not able to do quite as much as I was hoping. So we got Stroll immune, Stroll and Otanto immune from frostbite. Hulkenberg resists cold, so maybe that's also going to help her not be affected by the frostbite effect. And Basilia is just going to have to tough it out.
Check the map.
I don't know, it's not great, but we'll see if this works. Maybe I also really just got kind of unlucky the second time around, and it's usually gonna go more similar to the first attempt.
This place here.
The Royal Mage Academy ruins. The once proud school's dignity is long as the god.
Oh. Okay. I was eventually able to skip it, apparently.
What are you saying? Forden lies dead, yet the curse is unbroken. Is that not proof enough? This world already rejects many for their weak.
Look after them. Fuck beans. Okay.
Then let...
We've got no choice. Let's fight back, everyone.
It's always a choice. Well, maybe not in this ccase. Synthesis attacks. Bamboo Splitter. Okay. Yeah, unfortunately we don't have Hulkenberg and Yufa, or else we could be summoning the Dragon God. That would be very fitting and satisfying, but... Well, maybe we can do it later. Technically, we can switch people around later on. Yeah, we're not reducing the enemy's defense here, which is kind of annoying.
Are you strong enough to protect the weak?
What do we have here? Actually... Ignore resistances. But the enemy's not resistant to physical attacks, so that doesn't help. One-time weakness to strike, sure, but... Greatly increased caster's physical attack damage once per battle. So how's that work? Powering up. Is that literally just a buff? He has one stage of attack increase. But that might just be from the gauntlets he has. So is the charge of attack, the charge effect, something unique to him? I'm not sure. This is going to keep dealing damage, and we're dealing way less damage than we were before, so that's kind of not amazing. I guess we should have started with the attack boost. Can put you back in the back row where you belong. Yeah, that's slightly better.
Show them strength.
So Dragon actually burning? Wait. I don't think he is. Okay, oh, that's nice damage. Roar. Okay. Sharply debuffing us. There's the quartz wall. Stroll is weak to that.
It comes to this.
Okay, well, we can no longer do that, so that's tough. I guess we start with Medica, probably, right? At least no one's been frostbitten. That's an improvement. What's our stats looking like? Not great. I'm going to be... I don't know, maybe I'm gonna make the possibly bad choice to boost everyone's attack before I look after my defenses. Oh, right, you can't do that anymore. Which is actually fine, because that means that you can go ahead and... wait. Was it Tin Torpor is what I'm looking for? Decrease attack, yes. Undo that buff, for what it's worth. And you can... Okay, I don't understand this. Greatly increases caster's physical attack damage once per battle. But it allows me to cast it again. Do they mean for the... just for the next attack? Or is... does it persist for the rest of the fight? If I were to select this, would it just give me an error message, or is it going to allow me to waste it? I don't know, I'm not going to risk it, and going to instead attack. And that was not amazing damage, so... at the very least, it seems like
it comes to
the buff is no longer in effect. Almost crits.
It comes to this.
Just unlucky. This is going... this is... I don't know, this is much tougher than it used to be. Let's activate the shelter formation, I guess. No synthesis available at all. Wonderful. Okay. Well, and instead of the dragon having its defense reduced, now it has its defense boosted, which is obviously really bad. I guess we can
Are you strong enough
keep
to
undoing
protect
those
the
buffs
weak?
very slowly. I'm gonna try charging again. once per... It's obviously not just once per combat, so I don't know.
Take this!
That tooltip just seems incorrect. Yeah, keep doing those. Okay, the dragon has all kinds of... The dragon and Rella both have all kinds of single target attacks that barely do anything, so... Yeah, we just got really unlucky, I guess. With them using basically nothing but area attacks. Should I cure Basilio? Yeah, he powered up, right? If I want him to hit hard now. So, we can't. Can't have him be weakened.
You claim such power, then I will test it.
We want to do this. Are we debuffed? No, we are. We have our attack power buffed currently. That's good. That being said, you still can't do much. You can go back to the back row. And you can use another corrosive acid, I guess.
Sogne, show them
You can
strength.
do this. Okay, that's better damage.
Take this.
I still feel like I should have probably just tried again. Exactly the same way I did the first time. Because it was obviously all going fine. Well, that being said... Yikes. This is so bad. Oh, I gotta heal. This is such a struggle all of a sudden. It was going so much better when I was just not thinking too hard. But, oh well. Okay. Make sure we buff. Still debuff though. It's so rough. I mean, keep working on that. You know, on keeping the dragon not too strongly buffed here. Is he still immune? I guess that's just lasts the entire first phase. I don't know if it makes sense to keep charging up, to be honest. Well, actually, in this case it does, because attacking now would be pretty weak anyway.
It comes to this.
Okay. If you could miss an attack, that would be nice. Or just do that. Okay, that's fine. That's perfectly okay. Just don't hit any weaknesses. So this round was basically nothing. But the single target Ice Claw also inflicts frostbite. That's quite annoying.
Are you strong enough to protect the weak?
But it's fine. We can use Heart Warmer again. You can use Formation of Vigor again. And you still can't do much of anything, unfortunately. I mean, keep the dragon weakened, I guess. So at least they're wasting some of their turns trying to buff him up again. Maybe I should have put a debuff on him. I should have put a defense debuff on him to make sure that this next attack hits a bit harder than this, but here we are. He's going to debuff us again.
Take this.
Okay. That's not okay.
It comes to this.
Jesus. Yeah, we're just so debuffed, my god. We could just focus on dealing as much damage as possible. You're also running out of MP, actually. This is... Oh my god, the damage is so bad. It's just so bad. You're not doing anything here. That's not doing anything. What is going on? Why is this so much worse? And again, swapping stuff back around now would require me to, I guess, lose on purpose first. Well, I guess if I just skip turns, that's not going to take too long, but it's still annoying. And then, you know, reload again, do everything slightly differently, hope that it works out better next time, skip through all those cutscenes again. Why, game? Just why? This is doing so little.
It comes to this.
And he roars again. I mean, we're already super debuffed, so see if we care, really. You'd think that Megiddo should do a little bit more. Maybe the best he can do is actually make everyone slightly less debuffed. You still can't do anything. Actually, last time when I think I had her pass her turn, what I really meant to do was switch her out for someone else. Heismay can at least help deal with the enemy's defense and deal some good damage too, but he also has the weakness to frost, so that sucks. Still,
Sogne,
maybe that's gonna work.
Strength.
And we just
You claim such power.
We
then
just
I
miss.
will test it.
The game just adds insult to injury here. This. Oh boy. Okay, here's the weakness.
It comes to this.
Come on.
Sogne, show them strength.
It's another miss. Yeah, I mean, we're fully debuffed. I get it.
It comes to this.
I don't know. I was willing to keep this attempt going, but
We've got no
not anymore.
choice.
Well,
Let's
okay.
fight back, everyone.
Here we go again. What are we gonna do differently? I mean, not much, I guess. Kinda wish I could just return everything to how it used to be. Maybe with the difference. Yeah, just giving someone the frost protection, I guess. But otherwise, I think we just need to not get terribly unlucky. I guess I'll go with Flame Vanguard and then use a second turn for Formation of Vigor? Or are we even hitting a second turn on everyone? I guess so, huh? Yeah, we can ensure that. Sure. Do that. Yeah, the alternative would have been to buff everyone first. I don't know if that would have been the better course of action. He's gonna be made immune immediately, right? For now, I'll just keep attacking. Yeah, we wanted to hit that weakness anyway. You can't really do anything better than that, so we do that.
Show them strength.
And we start with Shelter Formation here. Which honestly is probably just going to make the dragon debuff us anyway. You missed without even being debuffed. Dude.
Allow me.
Okay. I mean, technically that first round was not bad at all, but missing out on an attack is super annoying, obviously. Not sure that we can really afford that kind of thing, but well.
Show them strength.
Yeah, and as soon as the dragon is immune to magic, she just can't do anything anymore. She's not useful anymore, unfortunately. We're going to swap her out. I guess I'm gonna have you charge. And hopefully not just miss. That would kind of suck. Do I just top everybody off? I guess. There's...
Take this!
Instant freeze again. Double weakness.
It comes to this!
Defense is actually about to run out again. Well, let's go with... What is this? You can... Huh. We can't do this. Okay, good to know. It's a little bit cheaper than Formation of Vigor, I suppose. One ally hit in evasion. Meh. I guess I'll rebuff defense. What else am I gonna do? I'm gonna debuff the boss. And you're boosted, right? Were you, though? That didn't feel like a boosted attack, to be honest. Like a charged attack. Obviously, you're gonna have to heal. Oh, because he's debuffed. Because of this stupid frost of...
It comes to this!
All debuffs removed. Yep. This is just... going so much worse.
Take this!
Great. Guess we'll just keep doing this. Charge, I suppose. Not sure if we're really making any kind of progress here. I guess it kind of depends. Nope, there goes my debuff again. Oh, a miss. Wow. That was a bit lucky. Attack buff is about to run out on the boss, for what it's worth. And on us. Now we want to keep that alive. You're actually going to... Oh boy, you're gonna Heartwarm. Not yourself, but Basilio. Who's then going to do this for 4... What? Okay, what's going on?
The weak?
Did the charge not persist somehow? He charged last round, right? And he's at 3 stages of attack power boost. How is that only 400 damage? I mean, the dragon is not debuffed, but he's also not... His defense is not buffed. So, shouldn't that have dealt way more than that? How did we deal with this before? This is insane. You can deal some damage, but that is so bad.
Take this!
This is a slight. Cool. I mean... Yeah, if we could just keep going like this.
Take this!
Yeah, just give me more rounds like that one. Okay, Frostbite does go away by itself eventually. That is really good to know. I'm gonna keep our defense up. Defense up. Can't talk anymore. That's good. I'm gonna power thrust. Wait, are we in the front row or the back row? What? I did not tell you to... Okay, I'm just salty now. We're on the back row. Yeah, I just wanted to put him in the front row and I accidentally hit B one too many times. Game. Why? Okay, that's 400 damage just like that. So the charge just...
Then I will test it.
Didn't do anything, or... I don't know. I give up. I'm gonna risk... No, first I'm gonna put you in the front row. Maybe I've also accidentally had people attack from the back row. I guess that's probably what happened as well.
Take this!
Yeah. Again, because it's just not obvious to me when everyone's in the same row, right? Everyone's just lined up perfectly. I mean, now you can easily tell who's in the back and in the front row. But if everyone's just in the front or the back, it's not visible at a glance, and I just don't think about it. There's no warning that you're about to attack from the back row with a physical attack or something like that, right? So, yeah, it's just a bit unfortunate. Keep that attack buff going. Don't let it run out.
Show them strength.
You're gonna power thrust, but from the front row, please. And you miss. Why do you miss? We're not debuffed. You're not supposed to just miss attacks. That screws us over so much. It's insane. That's so annoying.
It comes to this.
And now we're just gonna... Yeah, now everything's going to fall apart.
It comes to this.
I guess we got kind of lucky here. We took almost no damage, no one was debuffed. The dragon is buffed though, so that sucks. But we're making so little progress each round, if any at all.
You claim such power, then I will test it.
Yep, and that defense is going to run out again, and you have to spend another 35 mana. And yes, this time I'm aware of the fact that it put us in the back row. Wait, I cast the wrong thing because... Yeah, I'm just getting tired here, I guess. My focus is definitely waning. So... There's a crit.
Are you strong enough to protect the weak? Sogne, show them strength.
Could we possibly finish him off here? We did. Okay. Jesus. Made it to phase 2 for the first time in what feels like an hour.
You are more the warrior than I.
Shut up. Sorry, but I have no patience for your shenanigans right now.
She gave the last of her magic to the dragon?
Oh. And do we once again start with only 2? Wait. First the dragon buffs himself and debuffs us heavily. We're never going to recover from that. Oh, wait. Didn't he put... Oh. A 3-stage or 2-stage debuff on us? Why are we still buffed? Let's not question it. What's really going to help, of course, is the fact that he's no longer immune to his weakness. But we are going to start with shelter formation, because this guy's gonna hit like a truck. I would really like to debuff him. Also, didn't last time didn't phase 2 start with only 2 turn icons on our side somehow? What was up with that? I swear that was the case. I remember commenting on it and being surprised and annoyed by it. Okay. I am definitely annoyed by that. Yep, I'm definitely annoyed by that. So... I also forgot to put him in the front row, so it would not have hit very hard. That being said, we're not really going to be able to do much in this round anyway, so what do? Do I debuff the dragon? Or do I heal Heismay? Or do I refill Stroll's mana? Because those are all things I need to do. I think I'm going to start by reducing the damage we're going to take here. And keeping the dragon's attack a bit lower. He's just going to keep buffing himself, though, is the problem. So maybe that's not the way. You might want to reduce it from 3 stages down to 2, so he uses another action to buff himself again. But... maybe it's a better idea to focus on the other things first. Wait, am I looking in the wrong category? I am, totally. Okay. Right, we have all these Magla pills, but obviously those are only really useful out of combat. I guess I'll give you a Magla injection. I hit the weakness. He's gonna hit another weakness. No, wait. Oh, no, he didn't. But he froze 2 people. Okay. Since frozen, he can't hit as hard as he usually does. Okay, yes. I guess I also missed Gallica saying that every single time. And yeah, partially, part of the problem here is that, if you remember, at the very beginning of the playthrough, I installed a mod that basically mutes most of Gallica's voice lines, right? Otherwise she would be screaming and shouting stuff in combat constantly, and so would the other characters. I think I've listened to it in action, how it's supposed to be by default, and it's just... there was no way I was going to play like that, so I disabled that right away. And, yeah, otherwise I guess she would occasionally remind me of that kind of thing, but yeah, at what cost? Anyway. I mean, at least we can once again hit the weakness and get extra turns. Like that. That dealt almost no damage, of course, because we're actually debuffed. Wait, no we're not. Our attack power is buffed. It's about to run out though. Okay, never mind then. Do we hit the weakness first? It's super expensive though, holy crap. But... and we kind of have to. At least that is an option now. Yeah, you're weak. The problem is, you're just going to be weakened again. Actually, I'm just gonna leave you in the back row. Have your power thrust and not miss? Wait. You might miss though. If you miss, that sucks. You're gonna have to risk it though. Okay. Dragon's defense is a little bit debuffed. Now you are weakened. I'm still gonna do this. You're gonna heal. Right. You're gonna prevent our attack from dropping. And put you in the back row. And even though you're going to be frozen again immediately, I guess I'm gonna do that. Yep. Immediately frozen again, and there's the roar. Yep. Well... fully debuffed agility is a problem, because every single attack is a gamble. We might hit, or we might lose 2 turn icons for no gain. I mean, for now you can charge, even though I really don't understand how this works. Greatly increase caster's physical attack damage once per battle. I mean... For one attack, only the next physical attack you're doing after this is affected, and after that you can keep charging, but it just doesn't do anything? It does say once per battle, so you'd think? Maybe that's just how it is? Guess I'm gonna do that, because attacking in that situation just wasn't really going to do anything. Should have obviously put him in the back row. I don't know what I'm doing here, because... yeah, I just don't know what I'm doing. Put you in the back row, obviously, before you cast Medica, and keep everyone more or less topped off, mostly. You can obviously go to the back row. You can go right to the back row. Actually, do you do a shelter formation here? There's the miss. So actually, it turns out I absolutely should have put the frost resistance on Basilio, huh? Because he's really the only person I care about not having his attack weakened, because I would really like for him to be able to land some nice hits here. In fact, I kind of need him to do that. It would be so nice if he could attack right now. But there's almost no point. Can I give him a second turn? Somehow. I don't think I can. I mean, he can use the Heartwarmer on himself here. Agility debuff is running out. The thing is, the dragon is just guaranteed to use more Frostbite on us. And this is just an endless cycle. Yeah, because I made the stupid choice of protecting Stroll, who's so busy buffing that obviously he's not... You don't care about his attack ever. I guess I didn't really know that at the time. Which again, would be nice if we could just go back and adjust quickly and restart immediately. But we can't. Yeah, the problem is... I also have to heal, of course. And... I was running out everything. Well, not everything, thankfully. Increase attack. Yes. And with that, he's almost out of mana. And... because you missed last time... Okay, never mind, we keep the enemy debuffed. His attack has lowered, but he hits with he crits with a normal attack. There's the Frostbite again. At least we can hit now, but... yeah... The Frostbite is gonna make it so that his attack deals basically no damage. That's gonna be super disappointing, but I'm still going to attack. Okay, honestly, that would have been incredible damage, if not for the stupid Frostbite. Which makes me a bit salty, but at least we actually damaged the enemy. Just crazy that that's a thing we can do sometimes. Oh, you can't do anything. No. Okay, at least you can just restore your own mana. Can we just use one of these? Just use one. Just use 100 on you. Oh, you can't do that because you're about to die. Right. Yeah, that's just 100. It's fine. Go to the back row. Heal everybody. Our defense is actually running out again. Well, that was unnecessary because we're going to do this. Okay, have we actually gained the upper hand here? Attack rose dramatically. Fine. I guess I never did try lowering the dragon's attack power at all. Okay, that was perfectly fine, actually. I would like to keep his defense at the absolute minimum here. Could this actually be working? I'm going to have you just attack. Oh no, not the miss, not the random miss without a debuff. Why does this keep happening at the worst time? Like, any time is the worst time for that to happen. There's never a good time for that to happen. No, not our attack buff. It sucks so much. This sucks. Okay. Hold on. At least... wait, we can Mataru Kaja, which is slightly cheaper. Just to prevent that from dropping off. Now just don't kill us. Ooh. Oh, a miss. Okay. Okay. Wait. Usual check. Defense is running out. Crushing Fist. Is that actually gonna deal more or less damage? Because you're almost dead. Oh, less, I guess. Yeah, I figured as much. Don't freaking miss. Thank you. That damage was pathetic, though. Yeah, I mean, Frostbite, sure, but 3 stages of attack boost? The boss is maximally debuffed, and... Okay. Okay, okay, it's fine. At least you're dealing good damage. Actually, can we just kill this guy? Surely we can basically just kill this guy, right? This is the biggest gamble. We might just die here. But unless someone just gets super unlucky and misses their attack that they have no business missing. What the heck, man? Are you trying to get us killed? This is insane. This is absolutely insane. I can't even swap you out or anything. This is absolutely ridiculous. You're not debuffed. Even if you hit, you're not gonna kill. And you're gonna miss anyway. What? How? How is that how this went? You can make this shit up. Oh my god. I am bested. Yes, you are. My god. Clearly we dominated you. You had no chance. What the hell was this fight, man? What the hell? Imagine if I hadn't been 10 levels higher than I probably should have been at this point. Well, maybe not 10, but... Well, maybe close to it, honestly. If I hadn't been as thorough as I was. Like, how would this have gone? And there wasn't really going to be anything... There wasn't anything I could have done significantly differently here. Obviously, I could have tried slightly different party setups, and... I mean, obviously, there must be better strategies to use here. I guess I slowly figured some stuff out as the fight went. And ultimately, it only took 2 attempts. Some restarts, I guess. But only 1 full reload. That, in the end, I'm not sure really helped that much, or was that necessary? Obviously, we made it almost as far on the very first attempt without any proper preparation. And then as soon as I started actually thinking about stuff and trying to be strategic, that's when everything fell apart completely. I think it was mostly due to bad luck, or rather due to the fact that we got kind of lucky the first time with not being super heavily debuffed. But yeah, this is just kind of typical, unfortunately. But this finale, that was insane. First that miss, and then the 2 hits in a row, dealing just enough damage. I mean, surely we didn't overkill the boss by more than like a low single-digit number, a low double-digit number at most. That must have been just enough. Crazy stuff.
I see now. The true strength of your will.
Yeah, were you actually watching the fight? I suppose for the second half of it you were kind of knocked out. So maybe you didn't see like how we struggled. Ugh. Does everybody actually get experience even when they're dead? Yes. No. Actually, I'm not sure. Maybe you don't. I forget how it works in this game. Oh well. That's, I guess, the least of our worry. At least we're done with that. Please don't crash, game. Don't make me do that again. Because I'm not sure that I can, honestly.
Well fought. You truly are strong. Strong enough to fend off a dragon from an age of destruction. Rella, for His Highness, I will do what I must. Forgive me, but have you any last objections? As for the crowd I've enchanted, you needn't worry. That was no spell of control. They should have come to their senses a while back now.
That's good to know.
Then, your life is now forfeit by my hand.
Yeah, let's... I feel like she probably has something more to say. I mean, I would like to hear some more. There's so many questions left unanswered.
Has she anything more to say?
Sister, please tell me. What happened on that day? I want to know everything.
I was only 12. No child could so easily take a life in cold blood. I was confused, scared. I lost control. And the spell was cast. And so it became a wasting curse. Imperfect.
Yeah, okay.
Juna, do you remember how we talked of your dream? To become a singer whose voice could reach everyone in this land. I've changed my destiny through song, you said. You told me that as a Nydia, singing is the only truth you have. As a true-born heiress of the Cygnus family, in my eyes, you were like a shining beacon. You became my dream.
Stop. We're not talking about that. I couldn't do anything for you.
Cat, please. What? What are those sounds? We're talking about that.
In you, I saw such freedom. I didn't want to lose you. So that day, I...
What day? The day of the attack? Cat, my god.
Kill His Highness. I can't. Have you gone mad?
Yeah, have you gone mad to ask a 12-year-old girl to do it? Like, surely you have more seasoned assassins for that kind of task. Like, even if she's a skilled mage, we've only ever heard about her as being a gifted healer, right? A mage healer. And not about her offensive magic.
You do know how House Cygnus earned its position all these years, don't you? Everyone in your family did their part to handle similarly delicate affairs. Your father was no different.
But to murder royalty, surely it's beyond all...
The king has sired an illegitimate mongrel of a boy. Now he's brought him to the castle. If we do not act now, one day we will be bending the knee to an Elden king.
The horror.
Moreover, of late, we have another nuisance rearing its head. Luis. An impious little upstart with no respect for the church. But his military merits are getting too great to ignore. Some are even saying he's fit for high command. As the matter stands, we have but one way to deal with both in a single stroke. Dispose of the mongrel prince and place the blame on Luis. Such a maneuver demands someone who can be a match for Luis in magical ability and physical stature. A girl of your intelligence can figure out the rest, I trust.
Huh? Wait. Why does it have to be someone who's also a child like Louise?
The king's heart falters.
Oh, because
He's lost the will to keep the kingdom united.
Stature, because...
Look upon him and see the face of a man preparing to abdicate.
Of course, they couldn't send an adult assassin because then, of course, any eyewitnesses would remember an adult person assassinating the prince. Yeah, okay, fair enough. I guess. It's a bit convoluted, but I get it. Sure. The king's heart falters. He has lost the will to keep the kingdom united. Look upon him and see the face of a man preparing to abdicate.
It is amidst dissent and strife when the guiding hand of the church is needed most. And if Sanctism's enemies are not expunged, the nation's order will surely collapse.
Yes, but even so, His Highness the Prince is guilty of nothing. To murder someone innocent, it is an unforgivable atrocity.
If I recall, you have a sister. Unrelated by blood, yet already they speak of her beauty. And a most charming singing voice, yes?
What does Juna have to do with this?
Rella, you are destined to lead your family in due course. Surely it's your responsibility to protect them from the grief of any personal tragedies. Or will you live the rest of your life regretting a single night's lapse of judgment?
Yeah, will she?
I'll do it.
Well, it's not like she really had any choice here.
Cygnus is a sullied house. My parents yielded to authority, and only ever measured a person's worth by their magical prowess. I lived in disappointment. And then you entered our family. You became my hope for living. Someone more important than my own life.
Sister.
At the very least, I wanted to protect you. But in the end, I suppose this was the only way I ever managed it.
I see. Saint Rella, the familiarity I felt from you, I finally understand what is unique about your Magla. You live as I once did. As someone who has spent her whole life preparing to die.
But does it actually have to come to that? And also, what was up with that act she put on in front of the crowd? And her entire personality seeming to change to supervillain. I guess it was all just an act and she was not being mind controlled, she just did that?
When you all greeted me with Luis's formula in hand, I thought my heart might stop at the shock.
Yeah, I imagine so.
I had always known someone might come asking one day, but I never thought it would be you, Juna. It felt like fate's hand, dealing my due punishment. That's why I'd kept an eye on you ever since then. To observe this seeker of the throne. This aspirant who possesses the lost power of the Archetype. I hoped you could be the one with the power I've been seeking, but I needed to see with my own eyes.
What power have you sought? I mean, the power of the archetypes, presumably, that you just mentioned, no?
The power you've been seeking?
Luis is more of a threat than you know. Whatever his intentions are, I know he grasps at more than just the crown. After the assault on His Highness, I was made to investigate Luis as a suspect. I touched his hand and read deeply into the flow of his Magla. I'll never forget it. He didn't hesitate at all. I expected to see his aura, but it was more like a vision plunged into my mind, pure and vivid and violent, choking me in its flow. Humans flooding the country. Innocents either fleeing or lost to madness. And amidst the chaos, I saw no throne, no castle. That must be his real vision for the world.
So he doesn't actually want to rule, he just wants to see the world burn? He just wants complete anarchy and survival of the fittest?
A world overrun by humans? What does this mean? The man has been traveling the country doing little but slaying them, has he not?
Right, a world overrun by humans, yeah, that's different. Didn't even catch on to that particular detail, but yeah.
I don't know the details. But in the past 10 years, Luis has been clad in that same Magla, unchanging. If he becomes king, I know his vision will come true.
So that's how it is. If you let yourself be killed for the prince's sake, you couldn't guarantee the survivors could stop Luis.
But now she's convinced enough, I guess, sufficiently convinced, that we can actually pull it off.
That's even why you called that dragon to test us, isn't it?
Yeah.
You wanted to see if we had the power to protect this land, and all the meek in it.
I mean, it's basically exactly what she said as she summoned the dragon, so we already knew that.
And you've proven you can. With that strength, I know you can do what I couldn't. I have no more regrets.
Sister!
Then I will put an end to this at last. For all who deserve the truth, I shall reveal everything.
What are you going to do?
I will speak to the congregation gathered in Altaberry. Indeed, it was for this purpose that I gathered them there.
What? Then that magic you mixed in with your speech, the real reason you linked their minds with your...
All that's left is to strengthen the magic a bit with the power of this relic. And my words will reach Altaberry. Good people, can you hear my voice? Dearest faithful, can you hear me?
What's going on? There's a voice in my head.
Yeah, and just like that, the entire population of Altaberry just freaks out at the same time. Dozens and hundreds of casualties. I don't know.
A voice?
Complete chaos in the town. Oh. Except it only reaches the devout.
I apologize for startling all of you. It is I, Rella Cygnus. Through magic, I speak directly to your minds.
Don't worry, you are not crazy. It is but me, Rella.
Saint Rella? Is every Sanctist in the city hearing this? Amazing. That's some spell.
We witnessed a boy candidate who claimed to be the prince. To ascertain the truth of his words, I faced him in mutual, voluntary battle. I now see with eyes unclouded. Good people, he is, without a doubt, His Highness the Prince. Now, there is something further you all must know. The truth of His Highness's reported death, and the truth of the attempt on his life. Sanctifex Forden was indeed behind the plot to assassinate His Highness. By this barbaric act, he sought to elevate the Church and put the throne within his own grasp. These revelations are only mine to give, because I was Forden's assassin. It was I who cast the curse upon His Highness. Yet all was not lost. Through all these long years, His Highness has endured the pain, and now walks among his people once more.
Sanctifex Forden was really the mastermind? What am I supposed to believe? Oh God.
Oh God.
Sanctist faithful! She knows not what she speaks! Close your mind to her! Damn you, Rella! You would not just expose our secrets, but cast them into our people's very heads?
Also, why is this guy German? Randomly, this one person in the world?
Forden has already paid for his transgressions. As for me, this shall be my final address to you all. For my sins against our nation and its people, and for willingly abetting such atrocities, I will soon join our Sanctifex in the beyond. Yet know this, dear faithful, you need not let your anxieties rule you. I have faced His Highness the Prince myself, and known his heart. His Highness will accept us. With his strength, he will shelter the lost and weak, and stand against Luis in our names, if all of you would believe. our country could be a place where all would thrive under a just king. I pray with all my heart that it will be so.
And just like that, all of her supporters
Saint Rella.
just become ours.
Was this your plan from the very beginning? Damn it! Cry her or not, I can't let her down. I've got a job to do.
What became of my church? My faith? How can I go on without it?
Yeah, just throw yourself off the nearest bridge. There are plenty. Just choose one. I don't care about you.
Lost. I thought myself the unshakable defender of the Sanctus Church. But should it now collapse, I cannot see my path forward.
Yeah, how about a path downward?
Even I, then. I, too, am one of the weak that Rella fought for.
At last, my role is at an end. Juna, I'm sorry. I only ever meant to protect you, but in the end, you'll have it the hardest.
Sister, please, you.
You.
Tell me.
You there.
What do I do?
What can you do at this point?
Basilio, tell me. What do I do?
Lady Juna.
And what happens to the faithful? They'll be crushed. You're their saint. You had just put their hearts at ease. What are you?
I never wanted you to see it, but... Juna, look at this.
What?
What's left of my life is a price already claimed by my own curse. Perhaps it was too cruel to ask for a quicker death at your hands. I leave Juna and this country in your hands.
Rella!
Thank you, Juna. Your life and will was always your own. If only I could have lived with your freedom. I admire you. Please don't let this change you, dear sister. I just wish I'd had more time to watch over you.
Okay, it's an unusual form of suicide, at least.
Huh?
Oh. Yeah, let's confirm that it actually worked, too. Apparently so. But the fact that she's just there, sitting there, you know, encased in ice, does make one wonder if there is maybe a possibility of...
Gone. He's cured.
Yeah. Of Rella waking up again.
I see. Which means...
Yeah.
Rella is...
I mean, as far as we know, only the death of the caster of the curse will break the curse, but maybe it's close enough to death? But not actually death? I mean, normally the rule is if you don't see someone literally disintegrated into their atoms, they will... there is a chance, and they almost certainly will come back, right?
Damn it! What am I doing? It's just like me and Dell. I never wanted her to go through this too.
She did not strive merely to make amends. She was as much a protector as any of us.
You're right. For her family, and for all Sanctism's faithful. Even as it cost her her own life.
Rella knew she was linked by the curse to its victim. Her body paid the price, and she must have known she didn't have much longer.
She really, truly wanted to guide those who looked to her. It wasn't about the church for her, it was about the people. She was the kind of sanctist others only pretended to be.
I have a feeling that many of her congregation will continue to call her the saint. I only wish she had lived to see it.
I'm with you there. She was stubborn, fussy, a bit odd, maybe. But she'd drop everything to help someone. And she'd do it with her whole heart. In all the filth of that sullied house, she was the one brilliant flower that bloomed. That's who you were. And that's why I loved you, Rella.
Yeah. She gives a mission. Sure.
Are you alright?
No. Not in the slightest. But I know wallowing isn't going to fix anything. Rella's given us a lot. Not just the truth about Luis. She's put the entire Sanctus congregation's support behind His Highness the Prince. You.
Indeed. You'll not have the whole nation on your side, but it won't be long before you've taken second place. Just behind Luis
What do you
himself.
mean? Won't be long before you've taken second place. We're literally second place now by default, because the previous second place was just removed from the race, and we were already in third place.
Saint Rella saved me. I owe her my life, and I'm not gonna waste it. I'll fight with everything I have, right to the end. Let's do this.
Quest clear. Save the prince from death's curse. Indeed. It didn't take until the very end of the game. And there we go. We are rank 2. Rella, the candidate in second place, has fallen. The believers who stood by her will likely transfer their support to the prince. I mean, even if they didn't do that, we'd still be in the second place now by default. Just because the second place dropped out, right? That's how that should work. Well, except that... well... yeah, maybe not necessarily, but in this case, it did. Rella's shocking news was delivered throughout the country by the Crier's message birds, and had even made its way to Grand Trad before the day's end.
Saint Rella was the one who cursed the prince. And to take her own life in the name of atonement. Yet, even if she'd lived, she confessed to high treason. She'd have been executed either way. Has all I've believed in been lies?
Pretty much, yeah.
But didn't you hear the rest? That elder boy's the true prince. He survived. The king's true-born son's risen to take down Luis. It's like a proper myth. I've got to stand with him.
Ladies and gentlemen, if I might have your attention for a moment. We actually received an urgent notice a short while ago. A letter from the candidate Luis. In truth, I wasn't sure if we should read this to the public, but the criers have come to consensus. We must fulfill our duties. If this message is being read,
it means that Rella is dead. And the boy who claims himself the prince has won. Now, only 2 aspirants remain with any real chance at the throne. The boy and myself. To all lessers who remain, lay down your arms and accept defeat with grace. Blind defiance will be met with death. Bare your teeth, and you will die like the dogs you are. The boy, or myself. Only one shall wear the crown.
Sounds like he's throwing down a gauntlet, doesn't it?
We need not wait for the former king's judgment to pass. Let us determine ourselves which of us is fit for rule. My proposal is this. On September the 24th, upon the grounds before the royal capital's Grand Cathedral, we settle this in a contest of single combat. As in our battle at the Opera House, I welcome any weapons, any number of adversaries. Collective power is its own achievement. Either way, you will die by my hand.
Thus ends the letter from candidate Luis.
I knew it! It's a duel.
If Luis emerges the victor, we are surely doomed.
I stand with the prince!
Nobody can beat Count Luis! It's high past time he tore that so-called prince limb from limb!
Yikes.
If he beats this Luis person, will he become king?
Will he indeed? Reminds me of what my darling used to say. If you choose to fight, be ready when they fight back.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty good advice and also pretty obvious, but sure. And we haven't visited Maria in such a long time. I guess we just haven't had a chance, huh?
You can't fight a man for the throne without cutting a path to it first. Just come back alive. That's all we can hope for.
This defies all reason. What has Rella done? Even in death she finds a way to betray the church and raise that damned wealth.
She always seemed so timid in these chambers. Had she been scheming against us from the beginning?
We're not through yet. We must find a worthy successor and raise yet another candidate to replace Rella.
Well, Guido's unemployed right now and looking for a purpose. Although, I don't know, it seems like maybe he was done with Sanctism.
Yet, what chance do we have of winning now? Can anyone here conceive of someone as capable as Rella in winning the people's hearts? They say that even the monk Captain Guido is stepping down. There is no road forward where a Sanctist delegate can take the throne.
Then what path remains?
We must take steps now to ensure that our positions cannot be eliminated, whether by Luis or the boy. Whoever wins, we must gird ourselves.
If Luis has his way, he'd sooner have our hits than our titles.
The methods don't matter as long as we have a plan. There's no going back when our hands are already steeped in blood.
Strange to hear that said without a shred of guilt. But you're right. Survival is what matters now.
Okay, so we'll have to worry about what those guys are gonna come up with.
I see. Yes, that seems to explain everything. Glad to hear His Highness is all right. Hardly feels real after all the muck we've waded through.
Right.
But I suppose the fates take as much as they give. And you, my girl, how are you holding up?
I'm all right. My mind's cleared a bit. Sorry. Still got to lie about it. But please don't act any different on my account. She put her trust in me. I can't afford to be weak now. I've a job to do. And I'm going to finish it.
Right. Understood. Well, for now, tempting as it might be, best not to drop everything and make a dash for His Highness.
Yeah, again, probably because we still don't want Luis to find out about his hiding place, right? So we can't afford to make any mistakes there.
Indeed. No doubt Luis has his eyes on us, waiting for such indiscretion. We must be patient and confront him face to face.
As it happens, we were rather beaten to the punch. Just earlier, a delivery bird dropped by with urgent news from old Batlin.
Ah, that's how we learn about the challenge.
Apparently, Luis has thrust us a proper letter of challenge. Says he'll be waiting to face us on September 24th in front of the Grand Cathedral.
Sounds like he wants this settled before an audience. If he's going all in here, maybe he'll finally tip his hand, show his trump card.
Still got a trick up his sleeve, has he?
Luis just doesn't go around hunting humans. He's been doing proper research, trying to figure out their powers and origin for ages. Don't know how much truth there is to it, but
I heard he's developed some new magic art of his own. Something dark and secret.
He's forged new magics.
I wasn't convinced when I first heard it. But now I've met you lot and I've seen all this messing about with archetypes. Well, nothing surprises me anymore.
Indeed. Last time, we had the element of surprise, and he was wounded. And we still barely had him. Didn't end up much of a decisive victory over the perfect Count Luis. If we fight the same way we did last time, he'll kill us all. This won't be an easy battle, but we've got to keep our heads up.
Yeah, well, I mean, until this most recent fight that we had, and somehow, against all odds, managed to somehow fight our way through, tooth and nail. I was pretty confident, but now, I don't know. Obviously we have some time to spend until then, to grow even
We still
stronger.
have a grace period until the day he named. Let us use the time wisely and prepare all we can.
Right. Most importantly, please allow me to save the game. Nope, not yet. Back at the Altabury Inn. Well, this is a surprise. Never expected to see your faces back in town. Not many would show up again after angering Master Godot and the Manga army like you did.
No.
Hey, let's not sweat the details, mate.
Yes.
Sandrella placed her trust in us. She would see us protect all those in this country, including the Sanctus Faithful, who are still the Princess Royal subjects.
Right.
Besides, a coward who flees the city to save his own hide would hardly be worthy of support.
I beg your pardon.
We'd like to prepare for our confrontation before we jump back into the fray in Grand Tread. I apologize for imposing on you again. I see. Well, never fear. I'll not turn you over to the church. Not that the monk army has its sights on you to begin with. Master Godot has buried the hatchet, as it were. Says it'd be pointless to do otherwise. Regardless, I'm sure you're all exhausted after what you've been through. Oh yeah, you can say that again.
Right then.
Please rest well. Whew. Oh, thank you. Everyone's dead tired.
Let's rest.
Anyway, let's rest up. Now that the Princess Curse has been lifted, we can't just mope around. Oh, I can actually do stuff. And by do stuff, I mean save the game and end this episode before the 2-hour mark. Holy crap. The plan was really going into this one to make it one of the shorter ones, like maybe an hour at most. And then, I don't know when we started fighting, but that fight took forever, obviously. We probably spent close to, if not an hour, fighting that stupid dragon, right? Holy crap. I mean, it was all worth it for the epic ending, but, man. Yeah, then we had this usual barrage of cutscenes, and here we are. 1 hour, 58 in, and a 22 gigabyte video file to upload. Yay. Anyway, enough rambling, obviously. I'm going to end this one right here. Next time, I don't even know. We'll rest up for tomorrow, and then we'll see what's what. As always, I thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and I shall see you real soon. Bye-bye.